The Vapid Hustler is a muscle civilian car in Grand Theft Auto Online that holds a maximum capacity of two, a driver and a passenger. It appears in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and in Grand Theft Auto Online, manufactured by Vapid for a price of $625,000, on sale right now for $437,500. And it is similar to the 29 Special, the Hot Knife, and the Roosevelts. So I'm going to click purchase and I'm going to order it to be delivered to my arena workshop. The Hustler is a classic two-door coupe featured in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and Grand Theft Auto Online as part of the Doomsday Heist update, released on February 13th, 2018 during the Valentine's Day 2018 event. It is manufactured by Vapid in the HD universe. Don't worry, the confusion is natural. You see that running board swooping low over the front wheels, that high-set radiator grille, the holder for your cigarette holder, and you're safely back where you belong in the 1920s. But then you see the carbon steel reinforcements to the chassis, the turbocharger, and the bull bar, and you're somewhere else altogether. Don't try to make sense of it. Just let it do what it needs to do. The Hustler is one of the oldest cars available in the game, based on a 1933/34 Ford 5-window coupe. It is mildly modified, but not to the extent of the Hot Knife. The Hustler returns assuming a very similar design. It is still based on the 1933 Ford Coupe in the middle and rear design, but the front is now based on the 1932 Ford Coupe. It shares its interior with the Roosevelt, however the dial needles are shared with the Dukes, which are thicker, yellow, arrowed needles, rather than the B-type standard red needles. True to real life, the rear of the vehicle can be unfolded, labeled trunk in the interaction menu to reveal a rear seat, although it is unusable, and will act as a regular trunk. This is called a rumble seat. Interestingly, it will not fly off from driving, despite opening backwards. It will eventually close either from braking or from the jolt of shifting into the higher gears. The Hustler has a decent acceleration but excellent top speed, owing to its high output engine. It has a remarkably good handling capability for a vehicle of its age and weight. It corners sharply but suffers from some oversteer at high speeds. The Hustler has a pretty good ramming ability in contrast to its size. So, why don't we go ahead and outline the detailed modification options available in this vehicle in my Arena Workshop garage. First off the bat, we've got our armor upgrade, 100% full for $50,000, brake upgrade for $24,500, and we've got a couple of different bumper options here. We've got a front bumper delete and a rusty front bumper. Same with the rear bumper options, are going to be a rear bumper delete and then a rusty rear bumper. So I'm going to leave it just the way it is stock for now. I like the way that it looks. EMS upgrade 4 for $23,450, and we've got exhaust options here that seem to remove the side panels on the hood. That one, I'm a big fan of low upswept pipes, and we've got Stinger exhaust and side exit exhaust, which will automatically remove your fenders, and all of the exhaust, it seems like, removes the side panels of the engine, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that side exit exhaust there. And so there are different options for the grille. We've got a nose delete, remove just the grille, black mesh grill, a salty grill, or a rusty grill. And so once again, I think I'm going to leave that stock because I like the way you can see the radiator behind the grill. And wow, that's extremely OP. We've got high-rise ram pipes for our blower options, and that is very cool looking alongside the side-swept exhaust. I'm going to choose the last option. Those high-rise ram pipes definitely make it look like a roadster. I think I'm going to leave the headlights stock as well for now, since it's an older car. I like the yellowed looks on the headlights. And the undercarriage lighting, I think I'm going to leave white, but I'm going to add the front, back, and sides undercarriage lighting as well. Let's shuffle through the liveries available. This one immediately stands out to me because it's antique and it fits right in jive with this car and the whole style and feeling of this Vapid Hustler based on the 1933 Ford. There's two different ones. They're slightly different in terms of the decals and the way the layout of the sticker options are, we've got this one is called just some Patrina, and a barn find, a custom racer livery, which kind of has a waxed weathered black paint job look to it, and a number 32 on the door, and a rusty dragger. And finally, the Salty Rod, which seems to have a theme of the salty grill and the other salty options that are available on this vehicle if you wanted to go ahead and make it all themed after a certain specific look. I think my favorite is going to be the Rapid Vapid livery, but it's quite a toss-up between the Salty Rod and the Rapid Racer livery for me because of the uniqueness of this vehicle. I am definitely going to choose that Rapid Vapid. It just looks really antique, and it matches the whole feeling of the car for me, so that's going to be my choice. I'm a big fan of it. The license plate is definitely going to look good in yellow on black since it's an older car, and why not just go ahead and change it to Leadfoot, because after all, guys, it is a drag race car. Now let's shuffle through the respray options and see how that looks with this livery. So I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do for my color combination here. That looks insane. The crew color looks very good with the lime green. Almost too modified out for my tastes. So I'm gonna shuffle through the different color options there are, and I'm leaning towards a yellow, maybe a dew yellow, and an accent color. The blue looks terrific, though. Saxon blue just looks really good. Any of the color combinations are going to be very unique for this car since there are so many unique individual options for the liveries and for the bodywork as well. You can go for a more stock version of this car if you wanted to make it look entirely stock. You really could do that with no side exit exhaust or blower. But I really couldn't omit those features because they are very unique to this car, especially the side exit exhaust does not exist on any other vehicle, especially the Roadsters or the old-fashioned cars. So I like that look, and it's kind of a mix between the stock classic 1930s look with that livery and the dew yellow color that I have, very pastel, fitting with the antique car theme, and then of course that super awesome race car looking engine. So the secondary color to match with the dew yellow, I think I'm just going to shuffle through all of them here to give you an idea of how all of them would look and the wide variety of different looks that you can apply to this vehicle to personalize and make it look like your own, make it look like something that you're proud of, that's unique, that you can show off at the local car show at Los Santos Customs or just drive around. And let's see, what I'm gonna go with I think will probably be an orange or a red or something to complement that yellow. Yeah, I really like that right there, the classic regular orange, and that's what I'm going to choose. My mechanic thinks that that's pretty sexy looking. He just said so, so I think that I agree. And the roof option, what we've got here is a sunshade. That's very cool. That would especially look cool on the stock version because it looks like more of a stock option that would be available on this car. And we've got remove side panels, which are already gone. That does nothing if you have the side exit exhaust already, and then we have remove side panels and fenders, and so that's just a duplicate of what you would also get if you were to purchase the side exit exhaust. Automatically deletes the fenders and the side panels. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I assumed that they added those options as available customizations because they already were in the vehicle for the different exhaust options. Upgrade the transmission, upgrade the turbo, of course, and let's see the wheel options on this one. Since I'm going for more of a hot rod modified vehicle, let's look through the muscle ones, and then I think I will lean more towards even a increased uniqueness. The look of the real modded out rod will pop with these SUV rims, and yeah, the split six, that just looks like super cool. If I wanted to go ahead and make these the yellow bird color, that's what I was gonna choose, but it looks a little bit tacky. It looks a little bit plastic to have the yellow on the wheel, so I'm going to leave the wheels alloy color. Definitely fits in theme with the dragster whole look of this car, and I think they just look more realistic with alloy rims. And so let's modify the tires. We've got custom tires on there, and bulletproof tires, and let's see, orange or yellow for the smoke. What do you guys think? Yellow. Yeah, I think yellow is going to be better. And I'm not going to tint the windows in this vehicle because I like to see the interior. I like other people to see the interior while I'm parked at my car show with the doors closed. And that's it for the modification options. Just got out, I'm going to walk around it, and I think I'm going to take a few photos to upload to the social club. I always like to do that when I finish modding out one of these new vehicles because people like to see all the different looks that are available for these cars in the social club. Those of us who like to shuffle through the random images on the social club and the newest, latest images that people are uploading, you can actually get some cool ideas and inspiration for ways to paint your cars or other things to do. As far as options go for individualizing the unique look of your car and just giving you some different ideas for seeing the combinations that other people have chosen and ended up with. And this is mine, so I'm gonna take that photo right there and upload it to the social club. It definitely handles like an older vehicle. With the braking and the rumbling of the blower, I really like how that looks, the way the blower shakes around when you rev up the engine. And let's go ahead and try the wheelie. Oh, it does a massive wheelie. I like that. It pops up in the air very high. So let's do that again. Let's see how this wheelie performs. This vehicle performs a wheelie like a champ. Just look at that. That's a 45-degree angle. And I'm going to keep doing it. The Hustler has a decent acceleration, but excellent top speed, owing its high output engine to a remarkably good handling capability. And it can compete with other faster muscle cars, such as the Dukes and its armored variant, though braking is rather poor. Its main factor is its excellent traction, though oversteer is still problematic of turning a corner too sharply that results in a spin out. Overall, the Hustler is a very worthy vehicle for races without too much traffic congestion, but also without too many hard corners as well. However, it tends to lose traction extremely easily on dirt roads, as the lightweight vehicle tends to throw itself over, meaning spinouts and rollovers are common. The Hustler cannot suffer from crash deformation, much like motorcycles and the Panto, although it can still suffer from scratches, broken windows, broken lights, missing body panels, etc. Although it is extremely resistant to these types of damage. The axle often will not bend, meaning there is little to no risk of the wheel locking from a hard collision. This, combined with the small windows, makes the Hustler a great getaway vehicle, albeit only for two people. So, that concludes my special for the Vapid Hustler modification showcase and review. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to Eggly Bagelface. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.